Okay, in this problem, we're asked to find all values of delta greater than 0 that satisfy absolute value of f of x minus 18 is less than epsilon whenever 0 is less than the absolute value of x minus 3 is less than delta. And we're given that epsilon is equal to 3. So what does that mean for us? Well, first of all, let's write down what we have here, which is that 3x squared minus 27 over x minus 3 minus 18 is less than 3 whenever 0 is less than x minus 3 is less than delta. Whoops, wrote D. There we go, good enough. Okay, so what this means is that as we approach, as the limit as x approaches 3, right here, I can even write that down for you. What this means is the limit as x approaches 3. That's what that's saying. As we approach 3, as we get closer and closer to 3, we want our answer to be within 3 units of the correct answer when it was actually equal to 3. So if we plugged in a 3 into this function here, of course we can see that that wouldn't work immediately because we'd get a 3 in the denominator, which you can't do. But you can remove that discontinuity if you want, and we do. So let's factor out the 3 and then do the difference of squares, which would be x plus 3, x minus 3 over x minus 3. And of course, that's the removable discontinuity there, and you get 3 times x plus 3. Okay, so we can see if we just plugged in a 3 right here, we would get 3 plus 3 is 6 times 3 is 18. So we get the answer of 18 if we plug in, but we want to be within 3 of that answer as we get closer. So how close do we need to be to x equals 3 so that we get an answer that's within 3 of 18? That's the question we're trying to figure out. And we're going to do this without a graph this time. So we've already solved this here. So let me go ahead and write in here 3 times x plus 3 minus 18 is less than 3. We can clean that up a little more as well. So we have, let's see, 3x plus 9 minus 18 is less than 3, okay, which gives us 3x minus 9 is less than 3. Okay, to solve this, we need to solve that thing for x. So we would get a negative 3 is less than 3x minus 9 is less than positive 3. Okay, and then we could add the 9 to both sides. So that would give us a 6 is less than 3x is less than 12. And then we could divide by 3, and we would get 2 is less than x is less than 4. Okay, now what does that do for us? Well, that tells us that as we're approaching 3, we need to be within how far of 3 to get the answer that we want that's within 3 units of the correct answer. Well, we can do a quick subtraction here. So to find out what our delta is going to be, we're going to take the minimum of these two things. The absolute value of 3 minus 2. That's the 3 from here and the 2 from here. And 3 minus 4. It's absolute value as well. So what are both of these answers? Well, 3 minus 2 is 1. Absolute value of 1 is 1. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Absolute value of negative 1 is 1. So they both give us 1. So what we find is that our delta needs to be equal to 1. So the range of values that would make this original statement true, this statement right here, true, f of x minus 18 is less than epsilon when epsilon is equal to 3, is this. Well, it's got to be greater than 0. Delta is always greater than 0. But it can be less than or equal to 1 to make that statement true.